Hello, welcome to part two of this week's tarot card reading. Been a quite pleasant and peaceful tarot card reading and drawing experience. Um, but let's go ahead and see our future and outcome. We have a very interesting spread. Since I have one card left, I'm not going to summarize it until after I see this card. I know usually a part two I kind of summarize the card, the reading, just in case you happen to miss part one. I don't know. If I'm gonna flip this one over and then summarize it. How's that sound? Sound good? Well, this is just great. We have the Eight of Swords upright. You'll know that I really like this card, even though to some people who aren't necessarily air element enthusiast, I consider myself an air element enthusiast. I'm a Gemini, and I very much identify with Gemini, which is the air element. But I'm really happy with this Eight of Swords here. Yeah, I think I see this, to me, this imagery is about safety and security. And a bit kind of like the Five of Wands, but here we have all these eight swords, which means that several other seven other crows gave this one crow their sword. Yeah. Because of trust, because of debate, logic, communication, reasoning. And this crow, he's kind of like wrapped up in this little like ribbon, kind of like a seatbelt is how I see it. So very, very positive, really happy with this future and outcome. So this advice and solution, this kind of vulnerability of the Devil card, I think is something y'all will be able to identify right away and defeat this reverse Devil card, whatever it may represent and symbolize this week. To summarize, we have a past and a hidden influence of a reverse Knight and reverse Three of Pentacles. I think, again, that's probably why we see the Devil card. These are cards that usually I really like and respect, and really think they're positive, whether they're upright or reversed. So the fact that something that I like, the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, again, another card that I like, seems to be our adversaries today, this week. I think is really interesting and very much kind of, again, symbolized with this Devil card, this kind of, I guess, disillusionment. One second. So yeah, our two negative cards, antagonist problems that we have, are in the past and hidden influence, the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. This is to suggest cutting corners, a lack of teamwork, and a lack of completing a task and project. I really want to emphasize that, it being the Knight. Usually when you think of Knights, you automatically assume the task is going to be completed and to a higher standard. But presently we have this very pleasant Six of Swords here. This crow has gone on a journey, has been very successful at that journey. It's been a tough journey. Easy come, easy go it is probably highlighted here. This crow has had to make some sacrifices, confronted with um, choices and stuff like that. Um, so, kind of cutting off the losses, uh, uh, yeah, losses, resource availability. Um, this little Six of Swords crow, it did what needed to be done, and it wasn't the easiest of paths. The obstacle is this a Seven of Wands, which is really great. Cliffs of Insanity. There's this crow here that even though things might have the appearance of being hidden, our obstacle, the Seven of Wands, is it turns out things are not hidden. Um, this seven of this crow for the Seven of Wands is made it to the top of the cliff and is able to observe and see what all the other crows over here who did not make it to the top of the cliff are doing. Um, and so luckily we have an outside influence of the reversed Five of Swords. Instead of being meticulous, kind of being this um, maybe fighting the same battle, but just a slight tweaks to it, is something that this Six of Crow, and thanks to this Seven of Wands and this Five of Swords here, is not going to have to do. This reversed Five of Swords outside influence is going to say, you've already been successful at this fight, this battle, and so there's going to be a minimizing of any sort of repeated effort and energy and this kind of efficiency with time and resources, thanks to this outside influence of the reversed Five of Swords. And with that being said, we get the Devil card reversed as the solution. I'm not sure about advice. Maybe there might be advice somewhere along the way. But from what I can tell y'all for today's tarot card reading, this reversed Devil card, it is definitely a battle and a fight that I guess is worth fighting, right? And today, as a tarot card reader, I'm reading it as there's a bit of imbalance going on with this reverse Devil card. The reverse Knight of Swords and the reverse Three of Pentacles has the element of an upright Devil card, where there's kind of this kind of glamorization to things, an example, a way to kind of help you understand what I'm trying to say a little bit better is, I guess, with cigarette smoking. I don't want anybody to feel bad if that's something that you do. I don't care. But I'm just trying to explain this upright and reverse Devil card. I don't think that the devil's in cigarettes or anything, but just as far as there's a lot of, especially in the past, there's like a lot of glamorization with cigarettes. I think in the past it was, high society to be smoking a cigarette in movies and stuff like that. And now it's just kind of different. It's not really necessarily a high society type thing to be smoking a cigarette in movies and stuff. But I'm just saying, for an example, this kind of an old school Hollywood glamour of smoking cigarettes is kind of what this illusion that the Devil card may bring, and I think is very apparent with our two obstacle cards today. antagonist cards today. Um, but with that being said, cigarettes aside, I don't care what you do. Um, I'm just trying to explain. But anyway, so this reverse devil card, to me, it says that there's too much error and logic on the feet, the foundation, um, and too much of this a river of blood and this violence and chain with this a little songbird here in the head area. So I'm seeing this card as the background is like it is, but the crow is upright. So as far as vulnerability, for whatever this double card may represent, um, for us and y'all this week. But the good thing is, our future outcome is the Eight of Swords, which is, if you can't tell, this little crow and these eight swords, he's in the sky and above the mountains and the lake or wherever that is. To signify success and mastery of whatever it is we got going on. And here in the middle we have this Eight of Wands, so a burst of energy, a second wind, whether that be spirituality, action, starting a task, and stuff like that. So very, very positive, even though we do have this double card, a very, very positive tarot card reading for us. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and draw. Y'all ready? Okay. Okay, so I kind of drew this Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. I just put it together right now with the feathers, We got this one big feather for this Seven of Wands here, but I think these feathers here for the Six of Swords, maybe it can be a bit like this Eight of Swords here. I know I talked about outnumbered, and maybe that was true, but I think outnumbered can also, it can mean outnumbered, but maybe out-resourced. Whether that resource be communication, logic, news, debate. So yeah, right now I just kind of drew, she's got like something, she's got kind of like a star protecting her mind or her third eye, and her mouth, her communication is covered, I guess hidden, not shared, not uh, copyrighted, maybe copyrighted, you know what I'm trying to say. And then we have the Six of Swords with this little feathers here, and then this Seven of Wands here. Let's see. And she's a mermaid today. She's got a koi fish pond as her tail, And she's got a lotus flower. I think, speaking of Sanskrit, speaking of Dragon Tarot, speaking of illusion, disillusion, kleshas. Um, she's got her thousand petaled lotus, which is uh, the crown chakra, which is like your the space above your head, I guess. You have your third eye, which is like your head, and then you have the thousand petaled lotus, which is the seventh chakra. This is it's like the sixth chakra and the seventh chakra. So she has that at her feet, her mermaid tail, as best to combat this reverse double card here. And just like sitting, in case you don't know. And I guess I'll just draw a sword at the top. To kind of represent this, maybe this Eight of Swords over here. Success at the, the higher than the top of the mountain. Okay, so here's the sword. It's more like a dagger, but I kind of imagined it as a bit of like fire. It kind of looks a bit like a fire, right? Do you go like that? Doesn't it kind of look like fire? Anyway. I guess an air and fire element. The air is more towards the handle of the dagger, and the fire element is a bit towards uh, the sword part. So yeah, I guess that'll just be it. I think it's just a little hard to start then. All right. So here's this week's tarot card drawing. Not too elaborate, but maybe a little bit. Yeah, so I guess the koi fish pond can be a little bit of with this cliffs of insanity, this kind of lack of chain going on. I see with this and not liking this week with this reverse double card. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to me and Banjos. I would tell him to come over here, but he's sleeping like this. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts, or don't feel obligated to share your thoughts if you don't want to. That's fine. But yeah, thanks for watching yet again this week. I hope it turns out well, but I feel pretty confident for us and y'all that it will. So that's good. That's the good thing about tarot is a lot of the times the future and outcome is really nice to have and know. Anyway, so yeah, questions, comments, concerns, let us know. Whoever happens to be participating in the comment section. Observing can just be participating, that's fine. And yeah, I look forward to the next tarot card reading, hopefully Dragon Tarot. I do need to practice now. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Happy Sunday or whatever date is you're watching this.